Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Crawfordsville High School. And hopefully we've gotten over our technical difficulties. You're listening to Tony Thomas and Coach Mike Schubert. And we are your host tonight for a unusual game. Unusual, they're not in our conference, not in our sectional. But a pretty good team, Coach.
Yes, it is.
Jeff McCoy brings in the South Vermillion Wildcats. He's got a 6-9 record this year. But he's got a really good squad, and he has high hopes for the future. And tonight, the Athenians are a little bit short-handed. Coach Tony Bean will be working hard to use his entire limited bench tonight, but we're without Addie Laskowski, who is out for the season. And Chloe Livesey has been sick this week. So, as I look at the lineup here, Mike, we got Isabel Viveros, Carolyn Francis, Olivia Barnett, Lauren Kellerman, Megan Simmons. Got Malia Tomlinson and Mackenzie Linus off the bench. And then coming up from the JV is Emma Belaz and Peyton Sinnott.
Short bench.
Short bench. If you're the coach, what are you going to do tonight?
We're going to have to play hard, good defense. We're going to have to be smart. Our defense has to be intelligent. We can't reach. We have to just play good, hard defense and work smartly.
Well, let's hope we can do that because South Vermillion's got a pretty good squad. They're starting one senior, 3 sophomores, and a freshman. And this is one of the more physical teams that we have faced this year. And the 2 kids we want to watch for is number 24, Mallory Hawkins. She's a sophomore scoring 20 points a game. And Rebecca Berry is another sophomore scoring 12 points a game. And Jeff McCoy is the former Covington coach making the transition to South Vermillion. And the Wildcats handle the tip. And the Athenians open up in a man-for-man defense. And there's number 24, Mallory Hawkins, and she doesn't waste any time. And nice pass.
Nice pass down the field forward.
Lauren Kellerman. Good pass over to Olivia Barnett. That's a nice way to break the press.
Good start. Very nice.
Ball kicks out of bounds. And I'm not sure how tall number 21's Rebecca Berry is the South Vermillion coach's niece.
Okay.
And she's got Megan Simmons by at least an inch or 2.
They have her at 5'10".
Well, she's a good
they have
size
Megan
girl.
at 5'10" also.
Penetration down the lane. Good pass. Another good pass. South Vermillion's getting some good shots. And Olivia Barnett ties it up. And Isabel Viveros will inbound the ball. South Vermillion's in a full court press. Looks like a zone press. Perhaps, is that a 2-1-2-2, 2-1-2?
Let's see. It's going to be
they're kind of matching up.
Yeah, they're matching up. 1-2-2. It looks like a trap.
Lauren Kellerman dribbling left. Reverses course. We need a cutter. Ball's over the top. And Isabel Viveros is not able to reach that ball. First turnover of the night for the Athenians. And let's hope we don't have a whole bunch of turnovers tonight. 2-2 in the early going. Pretty good start. The Athenians stay in that half-court man. We were wondering before the game what kind of defense Tony Bean would run, whether he would go with a man, whether he would try to preserve his players by packing in a zone, and he's chosen to go man. There's a baseline drive to the left with a good kick out and an outside shot. Is that number 44, Rachel Luft?
44, yes.
Real nice outside shot by one of the big girls. The Athenians trying to break that trap. Carolyn Francis, Isabel Barberos. We got somebody. Megan Simmons puts up a left-hander on the baseline. 4-4 in the early going. Not bad.
That's looking good right now with the press. It's taking care of it real well.
Number 30 is Jenna Myers. Puts up a left-handed runner. And it looks like Athenians are going to have the ball. So another opportunity to break the press. we saw our JV team have some good looks in the first half of their game, breaking the press. And South Vermillion made some big-time adjustments. Lauren Kellerman, Isabel Viveros, good pass along the baseline to Olivia Barnett. Just a little bit strong on her shot. And here comes the Wildcats. And number 24 is Mallory Hawkins. And she's a special player, according to Jeff McCoy. And she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Mallory Hawkins is averaging 20 points a game as a sophomore.
As a sophomore. That's very encouraging for the coach from South Vermillion.
That's one of the, just hope she plays forever.
Yes.
Good looking stroke. It's up and in. South Vermillion's up 5-4. She looks to be about maybe 5'8", 5'9", something like that.
Yeah, looks like they have her listed at 5'8".
They've got a pretty good squad.
And the second one's good.
Hits them both. I know that Jeff has high hopes for a strong finish when it comes sectional time. Lauren Kellerman, Megan Simmons from the outside, a little strong. South Vermillion pulls down the rebound, but Lauren Kellerman ties it up. And the advantage goes to the Wildcats. So Mallory Hawkins will inbound the ball. Number 20 is Chloe Rippey, if I've got the name right. She's running the point.
Number 40, Mackenzie Lioness comes in for Seaville.
And we're going to a 2-3 zone.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so Carolyn Francis takes a seat. Mallory Hawkins dribbling left, running the point now. South Vermillion reloads along the baseline.
Yes, she did.
Little giddy up and go. So that's South Vermillion's first turnover?
Yes, it is.
So we're 1-1 on turnovers. Well, we've gone 3 minutes, and we've only got 1 turnover, and that's a good sign for Tony Bean.
And doing the press, yes.
I just noticed Cora Hutchison's got an arm and a sling, so there's another player with an injury. I didn't know about Cora.
I didn't either.
Lauren Kellerman. Right now it's 1-on-4.
Nice
Megan
move.
Simmons looks to reverse the ball. South Vermillion is able to save the ball. Here's their center leading the break, Mallory Hawkins. She is a pretty good player. Lauren Kellerman going left. Olivia Barnett reverses that ball with her left hand. Isabel Viveros got Mackenzie Linus down in the corner, and South Vermillion's got a trap on. Tony Bean with the timeout. That's a good timeout because that was turnover written all over it.
Yes, it was.
I think we've got a 30-second timeout. So the score is 4-8, and we find ourselves down by 4 points. And Mallory Hawkins came into the game averaging 20 points. She's got 6 of it already.
And not much time off the clock.
Well, she's a really good player. She can go right. She can go left. She can handle the ball. She can jump. She can rebound. She can defend. Not bad.
And she's a sophomore.
And she's a sophomore. One of the better players that we've seen this year. I'm trying to think who would be a better player in the area. You know, the only kid out here tonight for South Vermillion who looks even close to normal size is their point guard. The rest of them are just big and strong. Those are firm kids.
Right.
Mackenzie Linus has the ball. She's going to get it back to Isabel Viveros. South Vermillion is in a man-for-man. Ball's reversed to Mackenzie Linus.
And there she goes on the move again.
Mallory Hawkins with a steal. I think we're going to be calling her name a lot tonight. She's got 8 of their 10 points. Good cross-court pass to Olivia Barnett. Her shot is just a little bit short. Mackenzie Linus tries to save it. And here comes the Wildcats. So Chloe Rippey is handling the point right now. And we got a little jump press. Isabel Viveros. Olivia Barnett comes out. The ball's reversed. Their center goes left. Wow. Rebecca Berry for her first bucket of the night. How would you like to have your 6-footer go left-handed, stop for a jump shot on the lane.
Right.
That press is looking pretty good.
Yes,
Point guard is up for 2 more. Chloe Rippey for her second hoop of the night. And suddenly, that 4-4 score has mushroomed to 4-14.
And Toadie's going to take his second time out of the first quarter.
Wow, so we got a 30 and a full. And if you're Tony Bean, what are you telling your team right now?
Well, you know, right now that they're having trouble with the press, but they also have some success with it. They haven't made some shots down there, but they've got to reverse the ball and get them down to the quarter again. We just got to hit those shots. We've had probably 3 times that we've beat the press, got a nice shot, and just missed.
We've only got 1 turnover.
Right.
If I've kept the right total.
That's what I've got.
And we've had good shots. We just haven't converted. And as we saw in the last game, those shots can come and go like that.
Yeah. And you know, the last couple of possessions here, it looks like they've turned the press even up a little bit more. So we've got to be able to handle that too.
Well, the one thing that the Wildcats have done very well is they've taken good shots. Their shot selection has been excellent. They've only taken 1 outside shot, and they hit it.
Yes,
everything else has been drives to the lane, layups, good pass. They've made the extra pass. I think they've gone now to a full-court man-for-man press. So they've changed their press.
Yeah.
Lauren Kellerman dribbling that ball. We've got numbers.
And she did again.
Reverses to Lauren Kellerman. She reverses it to Viveros. Down to Olivia Barnett in the corner. Megan Simmons looked at the 3. Lauren Kellerman takes the 3. Good rebound by Mackenzie Linus. Out to Lauren Kellerman for a 2. Give the assist to Mackenzie Linus. So Mackenzie Linus got the offensive rebound, made the good pass, and Lauren Kellerman hit the shot. So that was a pretty good timeout.
Yes, it was.
6-14. And we're back in the zone. Ball's inbounded to their big post player. And Rebecca Berry gets her second field goal of the night. So we've got 3 multiple scorers for the Wildcats. They've distributed that ball pretty well. Mackenzie Linus loses the handle along the sideline. That's the 3rd turnover for the Athenians. And Malia Tomlinson's going to check in. Who else? Megan Simmons is out. Olivia Barnett's out.
As Carolyn came back in for Olivia.
Okay. Carolyn Francis is in, and she's playing the back line on that zone, coach.
Yes, she is.
So we got us a 5'1" backline player. There's the first 3-pointer. Good offensive rebound. They're going to give the ball to the Athenians, and they called the foul because that was clearly going to be off Lauren's hand if they didn't call the foul. So Isabel Viveros is looking for somebody to pass the ball to. There's Mackenzie Linus, does a good job coming to the ball. Lauren Kellerman's dribbling right. She stops, kicks it out to Carolyn Francis. Back to Lauren Kellerman for a 3. Isabel Viveros gets the offensive rebound, and the Athenians will reload. Back to Isabel Viveros, and the Wildcats are in a zone trap. That ball's reversed to Malia Tomlinson. She's going to go over the top to Carolyn Francis. Dribbles left-handed. Lauren Kellerman down on the corner to Isabel Viveros. We got Malia Tomlinson posting up on the inside, but we couldn't get it to her. And we got number 30, Jenna Myers, checking back in for Rebecca Berry. And I think it's Halia Chubb was the sub who came in.
It was Halia. She's a senior. I believe she's the senior.
One of the rare seniors on the team. That's the amazing thing about this team is they started a freshman, 3 sophomores, and 1 senior. Mackenzie Linus for a 3. Off the front of the rim. And here comes the Wildcats. They've got a big kid running that break. Is that number, is that Mallory Hawkins?
I believe it was. 24?
Yep. No shot. So they called the foul on the floor.
On Isabel Veras.
Well, that was a good foul.
Yes.
Otherwise, she'd be shooting free throws. We're staying in that 2-3 zone. Here comes Wildcats. Got a 3 in the corner. Little strong. And the assistant coach gets the rebound for the Athenians. And it's going to the Wildcats. So Jenna Myers will be inbounding the ball to Mallory Hawkins. To number 33 is Halia Hub. And Isabel Viveros gets the rebound. She reverses it to Carolyn Francis. Here comes Lauren Kellerman looking for Malia Tomlinson, and the pass was short. Here comes Halia Chubb.
So, yep, a nice pass to Mallory Hawkins.
So Mallory Hawkins for another hoop. So that is 10 points. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
That's right.
10 of the 18. So she's halfway to her average.
Woo. Still in the first quarter.
Wow, we got 1 minute to go, and it's 6-18. Tonight, Coach Bean is planning to play 7 players. He's got a couple of JV players waiting in the wings, hoping to get a chance. There's a good entry pass, and that's number 30, Jenna Myers, with the low post movement. She's fouled on her shot, so she will be shooting 2. I'm trying to remember, we were tied up at 4-4.
Yes.
So it's been a 14-2 run since. Make it 15-2. So far, they're 3 of 3 from the free throw. So they even shoot free throws well.
Yeah.
I'd say Coach McCoy's got a pretty good squad.
It sure looks like it in the first quarter.
I know that some of his losses are against Illinois teams because they're so close to the border.
Right.
Megan Simmons with the rebound and the turnover. So that's the 4th turnover for the Athenians. The Athenians are staying back in that 2-3 zone. And Lauren Kellerman with the steal. She's going to the hoop, and the ball sticks right there at the rim. I'd like to see one of the referees jump up and get that. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, he
got there. Just enough. Just enough.
I wanted to see the old guy do it myself. These young guys. Now they're trying to figure out what the call was. Lauren Kellerman should be shooting 2 free throws. She should be shooting 2,
yes.
I think they're trying to decide who to give the foul to. They give it to the right person. Lauren Kellerman up and in. That's Lauren Kellerman's a sophomore, but with Addie Laskowski out of the lineup for the season, she has got to play like a veteran now, even though she's a sophomore. Yeah. That's a lot of pressure, and she'll learn a lot.
Yes, she will.
Going to get a lot of experience. We've got another sub in. That's number 13, and I don't know her. That's number 23, my fault. It's hard to see these little...
I know what those colors they blend in.
Megan Simmons with the deflection. Lauren Kellerman to the hoop. Oh, off a little strong. Good rebound. Here comes South Vermillion. They suddenly have the numbers. Number 20.
Pulls up for a jumper.
Little strong. Gets that offensive board. Makes a pass inside. That's their 4th turnover of the night. I think if we could get these guys running just a little... Ooh, there we go. I think South Vermillion was very fortunate not to get the call. So it is 7-19 at the end of 1 quarter. So after it was 4-4, we got outscored 15-3.
So yes, they turned up the intensity, and we got not really sloppy. There was just really we don't mold the ball quick enough. You know, you cannot against this team. You cannot sit there and have any pauses to look where to go. You got to be ready to move the ball.
And the other thing is they've got a size advantage on us, and we have to have a pump fake and have to use a few more bounce passes because we can't go over the top.
We're not being able to go over them. No, that's for sure.
But you know what? Both teams have 4 turnovers, so it's not like we can't get our shot.
Yeah.
Obviously, South Vermillion, their shots have been right there at the glass for the most part. We've taken a few more outside shots. We haven't converted on our open shots. And, all those little things, you add them up, and suddenly you're down 7-19 against a very good team. They come into the game with a 6-9 record, and Coach Jeff McCoy has a 98-92 record in his 9th season. So I know he coached, trying to think, he was at, was it Rockville before he went to Covington?
That I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember myself. Had some pretty good teams there at Covington. Oh, I was afraid he was going to call walking. We had a little shove in the back there. That number
20?
Who'd they call down on?
I believe they called it on 20.
20.
Chloe Rippey.
Chloe Rippey. I saw one of the big kids down there. Inbounds to Megan Simmons. Shots up. And Halia Chubb gets the rebound, and she is bringing the ball down the court. And she advances it to where no player was. I think she thought her teammate was going to cut to the hoop. That would have been number 30, Jenna Myers. So they set up in looks like a zone press of some sort. Lauren Kellerman's got the ball.
It's another trap, too. We went back to that 1-2-2, I believe.
Wow. Number 21 took the shot, got the offensive rebound, put up another shot. Number 21 is Rebecca Berry, so she's going to get a couple of free throws. And was that foul?
Lauren Kellerman.
I'm sorry to hear that. One thing we cannot afford is for her to get in foul trouble. Especially when you put Lauren, I know Lauren's 5'7", but the Berry girl has got her by a good 5 inches.
All right.
So there's an expression that comes to mind, discretion is the better part of valor, and some of those things we got to just give up because we can't afford to get the foul. Lauren Kellerman got a 1-on-4 now. Good pick by Isabel Liveros. Passes out to Carolyn Francis. She puts up a 2. Lauren Kellerman had the offensive rebound and tried to shoot. It was blocked. Here comes Mallory Hawkins. Wow. Whew. You know, for a sophomore, that's a big-time move.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Took it hard to the right. Spun back to the middle. Came to a jump spot. And spun back to the middle. And so 2 more for her, plus the old-fashioned three-point attempt. And the foul was on Isabel Viveros, and that's her second foul. So Mallory Hawkins going back to the line. She's 3 for 3 tonight.
It's a good shot. Good-looking shot.
Real good-looking shot. Lauren Kellerman. Carolyn Francis back to Lauren Kellerman. Doing a nice job of moving that ball.
Nice job that time. Every pass was a bounce pass.
Got away with a little shove there. Our guys got a note here from Justin that our boys freshman team defeated Fountain Central tonight, 30-15.
Oh, good.
That's always good to hear. Sweet. We'll take it. I thought there should have been a foul for reaching in.
Yeah, it was pretty close there.
Of course, it's real easy to make those calls from up here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, especially when you're down 7-23. Mallory Hawkins is running the point. And we're back into some sort of a jump press. Kind of a 2-3 jump press.
2-3, yes.
Mallory Hawkins is going to stay right there at the point. And Megan Simmons we're still going to stay in this little press.
Yeah.
Little travel, little giddy up and go there. So a rare mistake by Mallory Hawkins. She hasn't made many. I've got her for 13 points. Pretty good.
Not bad at all.
For 10 minutes. Lauren Kellerman tried to make that pass to Mackenzie Linus along the sideline. And the referee made an excellent call. Okay, Mackenzie's got the ball in the back court to the front court. We got a trap.
Got to get out of there.
Get out of there.
That's a bad.
There's a steal by Mallory Hawkins. She was trying to make that pass to her teammate who did not cut to the inside. Little giddy up and go by the point guard. She spotted up like she was going to shoot that 3 and moved her pivot foot. That makes 6 turnovers.
Yes.
I've got us for 5.
Okay.
That is unofficial, trust me. I don't know how Jeff Nelson does it.
No. There's nights that it's would be very hard to do.
Especially when he's going to write an article after taking statistics, and he is hardly ever wrong.
Right.
I used to go home after he would do the stats for a game and try to find a mistake he made. Olivia Barnett with the offensive rebound. Megan Simmons with the offensive rebound. There's Mallory Hawkins. And it's going South Vermillion's way, and I'm going to call a foul on 1-4.
That's Megan.
Megan Simmons.
Megan Simmons, that's her first.
Tell you what, Mallory Hawkins is the real deal.
Yes, she is.
He's the real deal. I'm trying to think of somebody in the area I'd like to see her play against, just to kind of, match up.
Right.
I can't think of anybody right now.
Probably won't.
Look at that dribble between her legs. Pass in the corner, posting up, reverses. There's another rare mistake. Tried to go over the top with a bad angle. I'm sure that Coach McCoy will point that out on a film session. Jenna Myers is coming out of the game, and I think that was Rachel Luft back into the game. And we're still on the press. We're behind by 16. They're running I think it's a zone press of some sort. Mackenzie Linus gives that ball up to Olivia Barnett, who's coming right. She reverses. Mackenzie Linus, who reverses to Lauren Kellerman, to Carolyn Francis. And Olivia Barnett tried to get that offensive rebound, but South Vermillion is just a little bit too strong. Here comes the Wildcats, cross court. Mallory Hawkins puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Got a jump ball called. That offensive rebound was by Rachel Luft for South Vermillion. And the possession arrow is going to be in the Athenians' favor. Not been a whole lot of scoring this quarter. It was 7-19, so we've been outscored by 4 points. We haven't had many shots. Carolyn Francis has the ball. She tries to bounce it off to her legs. Fortunately, there was Lauren Kellerman who reverses it. Carolyn Francis reverses it. Olivia Barnett going left. Stops with the outside shot. A little bit short. Malia Tomlinson with the rebound. Megan Simmons with the shot. Here comes Mallory Hawkins. Going to be one-on-one against Olivia Barnett. A great fake. Offensive rebound. A little short on the shot. And Olivia with the rebound.
I don't know.
We're very fortunate there because Mallory Hawkins had 2 point-blank shots and wasn't able to convert. I think that timeout was on Jeff McCoy, and I think he called it 20.
Yes, it was. Yes, he did.
That's 2 point-blank shots, and they've done a really nice job with their close shots so far in the game until right then. So, we're behind by 16. Haven't scored here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Mallory took a couple of threes and missed, and I thought, well, she's human. And now that she's missed a couple of deuces, so...
it's kind of hard to find fault in a kid who's got 13 of her team's 23 points. And, you can tell just by the way she plays that she's got something extra special.
Yeah.
And, of course, the other kid on the court who is extra special is number 21, Rebecca Berry. She's got 5 points. I think she might be on the bench right now with a little breather.
I think so.
It is really hard to tell what some of the numbers are. They got a really nice lineup and a good rotation of strong players. I'd like to know who's in their sectional, who's going to be their competition. Lauren Kellerman tries a wraparound pass, and the ball's out of bounds. Going to the Wildcats, number 20, I think it's number 23. Yeah, 23 is Lexi Gilman. Another freshman retrieves that ball. Boy, he's playing a young lineup.
Yes, he
Lauren
is.
Kellerman, outside shot.
The 2.
That's a 2. And the assist will go to Carolyn Francis. So we get our first points of the quarter, cut that lead to 9-23. Here's a big kid along the baseline. Carolyn Francis had the rebound, and she's mauled down along the baseline. I think that's
32.
Lauren Silver. That's the first time we've called her name. She
Yes,
is
it
a junior. Another big kid.
Yes,
Well, they got
her at 5'7". 5'10".
How tall is number 21, Rebecca Berry?
Well, they have her at 5'4".
That's the coach's niece.
Okay.
She scores 12 points a game. And they got their 3 guards out on top trying to trap us.
Yeah. They're
Cross court to Olivia. Carolyn Francis in the corner for 2. A little short. Lauren Kellerman trying to rebound. And the referee says that went out of bounds on the Wildcats. So we'll have another chance at an out-of-bounds play. I always looked at an out-of-bounds play as a chance to get an easy hoop.
Yes.
And there it is. Well, I thought we had it. She thinks better. Here comes the trap. They're going to trap Lauren everywhere she goes.
Yes, they are.
Take it. Libby Barnett. Carolyn Francis down in the right-hand corner. A little bit short on her shot.
Yeah, that's the open spot right now. We're moving the ball well, but we're not hitting the shot. 24.
And Malia Tomlinson's going to pick up the foul. Mallory Hawkins back to the free throw line. And so far, Mike, she is 3 of 3 from the line. So she's going to have an opportunity to get her 15th point. And a little more than halfway through the second quarter, there's a miss. How about that?
Keep talking. Keep talking. Hey, we got Peyton Sennett coming in.
Peyton Sennett. Let me see. She played all 4 quarters of JV, so this is her one quarter.
Her 1 quarter.
Okay. Well, she recovered, so she's got 14 points, and again, proving she's human by missing a free throw. Lauren Kellerman into Megan Simmons. Reverses to Olivia Barnett. We got Peyton Sennett was open momentarily. Olivia Barnett to Megan Simmons. She's in a trap. Reverses to Lauren Kellerman. Is going to wide open for the baseline drive.
44.
Foul is going to be on number 44, I believe. Let's see.
Should be.
Did Rachel Luff pick up that foul? Yep. And Lauren Kellerman should be shooting 2. If they made the right call. Lauren Kellerman's 1 of 2 so far from the line. Left-hander puts her up, and it's in. I hope her grandma, Becky, down in Florida. I hope you're listening tonight.
Yeah.
What's your granddaughter here? I may have to call her at halftime to see if she's watching.
Might be a good idea.
Oh, 1 of 2 again. Here comes Mallory Hawkins. It's 1 on 3. Ball between her legs. Kicks it out to the point guard. Back to Mallory Hawkins. Back to the point guard. They've got high post is wide open. Oh, there's a lazy pass. Stolen by Lauren Kellerman. She gets mauled from behind.
21, I think.
That foul on...
No, it's 41.
41. Tell you, we can't see.
I know.
Our bifocals don't pick up. I'm going to talk to Jeff about it. There's got to be a rule on these gold numbers. You know how they're getting around it. They get a little white.
Yeah, I see. I can barely see.
But from 100 yards, it's hard to see. Tell you one thing, South Vermillion has run a variety of traps. They have not relaxed this entire half. Inbound, Olivia Barnett, good drive, kicks it back out to Megan Simmons. She's thinking about it. Puts up a left-handed shot. Over the top to Peyton Sennett. Nice job. And loses the ball. I think that's our 6th turnover of the night.
Yeah.
Down low. Oh, nice post move. Wow. Rebecca Berry. That's Major League. You know, it's a very simple move, but to teach a kid to play with their back to the basket, that's a hard thing to do. And she made a real nice turnaround and squared up real nice, got off the floor. Olivia Barnett's at the line, shooting a 1-1. So far, the Athenians are 2 of 4 on the night. First shot's up. It's a little strong. And guess who got the rebound? Perry. Miss Berry got that. Boy, she's going to be a good player.
Another sophomore.
They are just loaded. There's a three-pointer. That one looked good. And that's going to be off of South Vermillion. Number 32 is Lauren Silver was not able to control the ball. So it becomes a team rebound for the Athenians, and they're still in a full court press.
Yes.
10-26, 1:50 to go. And there is a turnover. Here comes, oh my goodness, is she good? Nice move, good offensive rebound, another offensive rebound. Point guard's got the ball. Oh, what a pass.
Yeah.
Number 41 is Chloe Crouch with her first hoop of the night. Olivia Barnett trying to reverse that ball. She is trapped. Lauren Kellerman going right.
Gotta go.
Down to the corner to Peyton Sennett. Reverses to Lauren Kellerman. Olivia Barnett's open if we can get it across the top. Olivia Barnett to the lane. Puts up a shot and it's blocked. And we've got a scrum in the lane. Jump ball. Possession goes to South Vermillion. 1:02 left in the second quarter. So we've scored 3 points in the quarter so far, and South Vermillion scored 9. It's been a bit of a drought here in this quarter for whatever reason. We got our jump press going on. Shots down in the corner. Offensive rebound, and it's, guess who?
24,
Mallory
Hawkins.
Whew. Nice spin move. Lauren Kellerman. Good bounce pass. Oh, Peyton Sennett was...
Peyton open.
Couldn't see. I hope it fouls on 32.
Yes, it
32, good. Megan Simmons is going to go to the lane. And that'll be a 1-on-1 for Megan Simmons. So far tonight, we're 2 of 5 from line.
We need to do a little bit better than that.
Shots up. Too strong. When you can't hit the front end of a 1-to-1, it becomes a turnover. There's Mallory Hawkins. What a drive. Not able to get it, but the point guard gets the offensive rebound, and she's going to pick up the foul. Lauren Kellerman will be shooting the 1-on-1. Boy, if we could just hit our free throws.
Yes, that's
that would sure help. That would sure help. And we've got at least one disgruntled South Vermillion fan down there who didn't like the call. Another 1-on-1 opportunity. The old left-hander, up and in. There we go.
Taking it for the Wildcats. Number 30, Jenna
I'm going to check my phone and see if I've got Grandma's phone number.
Yeah.
On my phone. We'll call her at halftime and we'll interview Grandma.
All right, sounds good. Carolyn Francis comes back in the game for Amelia Tomlinson.
There we go. Becky Gerald, I've got your number here, kiddo. Oh, okay.
Lauren misses
a little strong there on the second one. So 1 of 2 for Lauren. Here comes
21.
Wow. Rebecca Berry. And that's her 9th point of the game. Peyton Sennett goes back door, not able to handle the pass. And the ball goes to South Vermillion. There's 8.3 seconds on the clock. It's a 32-11 lead for the Wildcats. We're in a full court press. Looks like we're in a man-for-man press. And their post player is running the point, crossover dribble, jump shot in the lane, offensive rebound at the buzzer. Wow, that's Chloe Crouch gets that offensive board. So it ends up to be a 11-34 score at halftime. And at halftime, we are hoping that Addie Laskowski is going to come up for a little interview. We're hoping. Well, Coach, it was 7-19 after 1. So we scored 4. They scored 15 in the second quarter, so it was more of the same.
Yes, it was a combination of, the press. The press is very good. It's a good press. We are handling it. Sometimes, the times we're handling it, the shot won't fall. We've had 4 or 5 that half or that quarter that we did get nice shots and they just wouldn't fall.
We've had numerous shots. It's It's not one of those games, we do commit a lot of turnovers. That's been our history.
Right.
Not so much tonight.
No.
Actually, we've done a pretty decent job of reversing the ball, and I've got us down for 7 turnovers, so it might be a few.
I think it's about 7 apiece. Really.
The turnover battle that's not the problem.
No.
I think the 2 big problems. The first one is South Vermillion's shot selection in the first quarter was excellent.
Yes, very much so.
Not so much in the second quarter.
No.
When we went to the zone, because they have the lead, they settled for some long shots, and I'm not sure I don't think they have a 3-pointer tonight.
No, they've shot a few, not very many, but they've missed them all.
They've missed them all. So they have settled for some outside shots, and we have not converted on our shots. And honestly, if Lauren Kellerman gets a 3-pointer, we need to take it.
Yes.
We've had numerous opportunities along the right baseline for that little short 10, 12 footer. Seems like they're giving us that shot.
Yeah.
And we're just not able to convert.
We haven't knocked one down from there.
And because of our height disadvantage, we're not able to drive it to the hoop to get the layup. I don't see Addie Kellerman or Addie Laskowski anywhere yet.
I don't either.
I think she might have chickened out. So, I have brought some things for us to talk about here at halftime, and since we're just kind of winging it here, one of the things I wanted to talk about is the girls sectional this year will be played in Crawfordsville.
Yes, I did not know that. You told me that earlier. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm trying to think. We would have to go back to maybe 2007 or 8, because it seemed like we hosted the sectional when Brebeuf was shipped out here 4 years in a row by our Congress.
Yeah.
And they won 4 years in a row. Yep. And 1 year, Darren slowed the ball down, and we actually had a lead going into the fourth quarter, and we just lost by a few. But anyway, this year the sectional is right here at Crawfordsville High School. The sectional alignment is different this year. I took the time to write down who's the girls sectional is. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a little bit different than the boys sectional. Benton Central, Greencastle, North Montgomery, Southmont, Lebanon, and Crawfordsville make up the girls sectional here.
Right.
And right now, Benton Central has the best record in our sectional at 12-4. That's probably David Baxter would consider that a down year.
Yeah, you're right.
Every other coach in 50 miles would take that straight to the
definitely.
bank and be grateful for it.
Definitely.
Dave's had a good run at Benton Central, and they're rated number 22 in 3A according to the Sagrin. Greencastle is the next best team in our sectional, and they've got a 9-5 record. And the Greencastle coach is a great guy. He's been there 8-9 years, has a really good record. They're rated right in the middle of the pack in 3A, and with a 9-5 record. North Montgomery comes in at the next highest rated team, and they've got a 7-8 record. And I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. You know what happened? They were in a holiday tournament up at Delphi, and it was on that Saturday.
Okay,
we got the bad weather.
Right.
And that championship game, semifinal game, has been moved. I think it is, I can't remember if it's this Saturday or next Monday, but one of the teams was North Newton or South Newton, and they weren't able to make the trip over, so it messed everybody up. But North Montgomery, Ryan Nepnall's got his team at 7-8. They'll be playing Southmont, I think, this Saturday at 3. And for North, if they win, they're county champs again. Yep. They're 2-time county champs. And the next team in our sectional is Southmont, and they're coming in with a 5-10 record. And I think if you talk to the Southmont coaches, they would be disappointed with that record. I think they.
Yeah.
When I saw Brad Case on the golf course this summer, he seemed to think that they would be doing a lot better.
Yeah.
But that's why you play.
Exactly.
You can forget what the prognosticators think, and sometimes you can forget what Sagrin thinks, because the kids got to line up. You don't know about injuries. You don't know about grades.
Right.
Don't know about discipline. You don't know about, boyfriends?
You never know, right?
And with
There's a
girls
lot of
basketball, those boyfriends, man,
There's
that's
a
the
lot
worst
of
thing
things.
that can happen to you.
Exactly.
But Southmont's 5-10, and they got a lot of season left, so they can improve their record. And then Lebanon comes in next at 4-10, and it has been forever since I've seen a Lebanon team with a losing record.
Yes.
Oh, wow. We're going to go back to, I'm just trying to remember. Of course, the year that we went to semi-state, we beat Lebanon. The year before we went to semi-state, we upset Lebanon in the semifinals of sectionals. And that would have been when Lexi Stevens was a junior. So that would have been maybe 08. Lebanon had a really good team, but there was a couple of years before that where they were just kind of, mediocre a little bit.
Right.
So I'm sure that Beth is going to have her team working on things over the holidays. And, when you're used to winning, it's hard to settle for 4-10. Yes. And then, of course, we're at 2-14. But we're not that far behind. Actually, out of the 6 teams, Benton Central's got the highest rated team. Greencastle's got the second highest. But then North Montgomery, Southmont, Lebanon, Crawfordsville, we're all right there together.
Right.
So anything can happen right there. It just depends on the pairings.
Yes.
And obviously we won't know that for another month. So that's our girls sectionals right here in our gym. And the dates for that are January 30th, Tuesday, and February 2 and 3, Friday and Saturday. So put that on your calendar, folks. Now, let's compare the girls to the guys. The guys sectional got moved to Lebanon. And Rhett, when did the guys sectional get moved? Because last I looked, last month, because originally it was going to be right here at Crawfordsville. And I thought, that's great. We'll broadcast all the games. That'll be awesome.
That would have been nice.
And the guys sectional, everybody's in it. Greencastle, Lebanon, Southmont, Crawfordsville, Webo, North Montgomery, Benton Central. The difference being that the Webo girls are not in our sectional.
Right.
And it's by population, I guess you could say. But there's enough guys, and the disparity in the ratings is so close, it is a toss-up.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely right. It's anybody's.
Now, have you seen our guys practice over the holidays?
No, I haven't.
I came in before the last couple of games to watch them practice because I wanted to kind of get a feel for what was going. And our guys can be very, very good. And then it seems like we can settle for jump shots.
Yes, I know.
Of course, that's what we saw from South Vermillion tonight in the second quarter. It can happen to anybody.
Right.
But we've got some, I love the way that our guys play when they're playing unselfishly and when they're playing good defense.
Yes.
And when we play good defense, I think we'll be hard to beat.
Good things happen, yes, when they play that kind of defense.
And, of course, we've got a pretty decent player, a senior, our leading scorer. And what's Harris's, what's his scoring average up to? I don't even know anymore. Is it 22, 24?
22.3.
22.3, just to be exact. That was right on the tip of my tongue. But, once you get past Harris, Jack Summers got to play well. He's a point guard.
Yes.
And Jack's got a real nice, he can jab and go and elevate and get his shot, but he can also run the team.
Yes. And
he
does a nice job.
I thought in our last game, in a game when our leading scorer was not having his best game offensively, our guys found a way to win.
Yes, that was very. Everybody should have been very proud that night. Everybody stepped up.
It was a real team effort.
Team effort.
And the kid who scored the winning bucket, Larry Hayes.
Yeah.
You couldn't have happened to a better kid.
No, it couldn't have. He
made the pass. It was long.
Cameron Saunders.
Cameron
Saunders. Yes.
And you know what? He plays really unselfish.
Oh, yes.
So there's a great lineup there for our guys. So, and by the way, the Sugar Creek Classic is this weekend as Lauren Kellerman inbounds the ball to Isabel Viveros. And we're going to broadcast all 4 games, whether Crawfordsville plays or not. At least we are on Friday night. And we got a trap out of half court. Lauren Kellerman reverses. Oh, my goodness. We're trapped again.
We need it. Now we go. No.
It's a scrum, and South Vermillion ends up with the ball. We were flirting with
And
disaster.
they throw it away.
I was hoping he's going to call a foul and not walking.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway, we've got the Boys Sugar Creek Classic is this weekend right here at Crawfordsville. In fact, the Boys Sugar Creek Classic will forever be right here at Crawfordsville.
Yes, I heard that. I like
awesome.
that.
I
That's
do
great.
too. I like it's the most centrally located school for the 4 teams.
Yeah.
And then I just like the fact that we get to play at home.
Right.
There's a turnover, and look who has the steal. Barry.
21, Barry.
So she's in double figures now, and we've got 2 turnovers right off the bat to start the second half. Isabel Viveros with a shot, and I think Isabel's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her third if they call it on 0.
Yes, they did.
Oh, rats. I think that Tony Bean was telling my friend, the referee,
Don't
give
call
that
it.
foul to somebody else. Well, she's going to have to play with 3 fouls. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
We don't have time to fool around. We're playing with a 7-man bench. Peyton Sennett has played her 1 quarter that she has eligible. Here comes Barry.
Oh.
She may have gotten her way with a
little carry.
little carry, but the referee misses it. Left-handed dribble, and here comes Lauren
reach.
Kellerman. And Barry's going to pick up foul. And Uncle Jeff will have a few words to say to his niece here in just a few minutes. That's only her first
That's only
foul.
her first one, though.
You know what? I thought she had a couple of fouls in the first half. But it's because we can't read the numbers real well.
Yeah, Rippy had a couple, and it looked like without her.
Lauren Kellerman with a pump fake, dribbling right, coming back left. Tell you what, they're trapping everywhere the ball handler goes, and we better give her up quick.
Yeah, number down the corner.
And there's going to be a little giddy up there on Isabel Viveros, and that is 10 turnovers now for the Athenians, 3 on 3 possessions.
Yes.
So we haven't had a shot yet. So we did pretty well in the first half, and the Wildcats are turning the screws a little bit tighter.
Yes, they tightened it up.
Passes in the lane, kicks it out. South Vermillion's going to reload. And we're in a 2-3 zone, looks like. Oh, the point guard took steps and didn't get it called. There's an offensive rebound by Jenna Myers on a putback with a left hand.
Yes.
She didn't hesitate. We're in a 2-2-1, 3/4 trap. And Lauren Kellerman is back there all by herself. Libby Barnett's got the ball along the sideline. Megan Simmons for a 3. Well, that would be nice if she could hit it. Offensive rebound. She's looking to go right back. Kicks it out to Lauren Kellerman. Step right in for the 3. Lauren Kellerman pauses for the 2. Her shot is partially blocked. Oh, offensive rebound by Carolyn Francis, and Lauren Kellerman wasn't able to connect there in the lane. So here come the Wildcats. Good crossover. Wow. Mallory Hawkins.
Timeout Athenian.
Wow. Okay.
Tony's going to use a timeout with 5:16 to go in the third.
Well, that's pretty good.
It'll be a full timeout, yes.
Well, they've scored 8 points.
8-0, yes.
You know what? It's one of the better girls teams that I've seen play this year.
Yes, it's they've got a lot of weapons, a lot of young weapons.
You know, Western Boone is a good, aggressive team. I would love to see South Vermillion play Western Boone. In fact, they're I can't think. Jones, the Jones
Madison
girl.
Jones, yes. I was thinking that earlier when you were talking about somebody that might match up. Yeah.
Madison Jones is the real deal, and I would love to see her match up with Mallory Hawkins just to see where she is in her development. I think Madison's is a junior.
Madison, yes, she is a junior. Yes.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think overall, you consider who their starters are, who they bring off the bench.
Right.
They are a very good team, well coached.
Very so.
And they're going back to what they do well this half. Defense first, good shot selection. They're in a man now.
Man to man. It's a tight one out front.
Another change of defense, and here she comes. Push from behind. Right here. He's calling on the floor.
Got it on Carolyn.
I was hoping they weren't going to call it a intentional
Yeah,
foul
it was,
since she had two hands in the
pretty
back.
much straight out.
That was a good foul. Another good foul. Got a steal.
Real good foul.
Okay, that's 8 turnovers for South Vermillion.
Yes, sir.
Here comes Olivia Barnett. Mackenzie Linus pump fakes. Back to Olivia Barnett. Going baseline. Going to have a little foul there on number 30. Now, this is one of my little pet peeves. The referee on the baseline is about a foot and a half away, doesn't blow his whistle, and the guy who is 44 feet away blows his whistle.
I know.
Okay. Inbounds. Megan Simmons puts up a tough shot, and Barry with the rebound, and the post player going right, going left.
Oh, it's just going to get
foul.
a charge.
The referees are looking at each other, and the one on the baseline kind of, it's the right call because it was she got off the ground to make the pass. If she was able to come straight down, would have been a heck of a pass.
Yeah.
How many post players do you see bring the ball down the court, going right, going left with a kickback?
Not too many, but she does it really, really well.
She's going to be a special player.
Yeah.
I tell you, this is going to be a team to watch in the future. Is South Vermillion in the Wabash Conference with everybody else, or are they in with?
I'm thinking they are.
Rockville, Riverton Park.
That could be too.
Turkey Run. Emma Blas is into the game for the first time.
She'll get her quarter.
Oh, good pass.
Oh, yeah.
Not able to convert. That was a good block by Rebecca Berry.
Checking back in for
And
number 12.
Lauren Kellerman checks back into the game. Olivia Barnett takes a seat. So, Emma Blas wearing number 20. I wonder what number she was going to wear tonight. Lauren Kellerman, head and shoulder fake. Puts up a 2. And Barry gets the rebound. She advances the ball. Good pass. Number 44 takes the shot. Not able to convert. Here comes Hawkins. She's fouled on the shot. I think it's going to be on Mackenzie Linus. Let's see.
Nope.
Lauren Kellerman. Oh, no.
Lauren Kellerman.
They've got her just for 2. At any rate, Hawkins is going back to the lane, and she's been a pretty good shooter there. First shot's up. Good rotation. Oh, shots in. 42-11. It's a 31-point lead. Here comes Leah Tomlinson checks into the game for Mackenzie Linus. Linus is going to take a seat on the bench. And we've got an 8-man rotation with Emma Blas this quarter. Second shot's up and in, so Mallory Hawkins has 2 more. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8. I got her for 20 points. So
you got it.
I think that Coach McCoy should take her out of the game.
Ought to be a rule tonight.
Got a little weave. Megan Simmons to the hoop with a right hand. Offensive rebound. Not able to convert. Barry's got the rebound. A quick outlet to Hawkins. Oh, there should be a charge. That's a good play by Isabel Viveros. You know what? That's the kind of play that Addie Laskowski was injured on.
Yes.
And Jeff McCoy is trying to tell the senior official that he missed the call, but the honest-to-God truth is Isabel Viveros did not go for the fake. And I was waiting for that right to left-hand crossover and went our way that time. 44-11. Megan Simmons dribbling right hand. Got a foul on number 21, Rebecca Berry. Should be her second, if I've counted right. That is her second foul. We need a girl in the white shirt to throw the ball inbounds. So Lauren Kellerman will inbound the ball. The Athenians were not quite set. Oh, we had Emma Blas posted up. Good hustle. Here comes the freshman. Good pass into Malia Tomlinson. There we go. Good pass by the freshman. Gets her first assist. Malia Tomlinson gets her first 2 points. Just the way Coach ran it up.
I'm sure he did.
Heard him call that the Tony Bean special. We're back in a man, looks like. Mallory Hawkins, look
She'll
at that.
take advantage of that,
Wow.
won't she?
Mallory Hawkins.
Split the defense. She's a special player. It's been fun watching her. I'm sorry that she's playing so well against us, but
Yeah.
it's fun to see a kid play well. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the quarter. Lauren Kellerman got a set play. Megan Simmons got a little weave going, and we got a moving pick on Ariel Spencer, I'm going to guess.
I think so.
Is that a 24? I can't. Who did he call that on? Okay.
Yeah.
Taking it for the Wildcats.
And that was a quick entrance and exit for Ariel Spencer. She got in long enough to commit a foul, and I don't know who came back into the game. We've got 3 post players out here right now. And
Yes, I think Olivia came back in.
we haven't seen 3 post players in the game for, I couldn't tell you.
No.
This may be the first time.
I'm sure it might be all year, yes.
I didn't think he was going to call the foul. Wow, he didn't call a foul.
Nope, he called a jump ball.
Gee, Merry Christmas. She got gouged. Here's the three-pointer in that out-of-bounds play, and they got their first 3 of the night.
Yep.
Number
33.
Aaliyah Chubb with a 3. And the whistle's blown. That was a quick whistle. What's the call?
They're discussing this.
They're trying to find somebody to call on.
How about 41?
That's going to be on Chloe Crouch. And Lauren Kellerman's going to the line. I don't think she scored in the second half yet. Of course, we've only got 2 points in the second half, and that's Malia Tomlinson. We went a long time without scoring.
Yes.
But here's a chance to get 2 more. We didn't shoot free throws very well in the first half.
No.
Left-handed shot is up and in. Just dawned on me I forgot to call Grandma at halftime.
You got busy, didn't you? Yeah.
I did. I wonder if I can make a live call down to Florida. Lauren Kellerman for her second shot. And that's the first time tonight she's hit both free throws. So here comes the Wildcats. And we're in a man. Man for man. Ball's reversed. Best player on the court, Mallory Hawkins. Ball's reversed. I think she got away with a little giddy up. And Isabel Viveros with the rebound. Here comes Olivia Barnett. Back to Isabel Viveros. Isabel's got a tough matchup here on defensively. She's not letting her go left. She's forced to go left. Ball's reversed to Lauren Kellerman. She's heading to the baseline, and South Vermillion is switching anytime Lauren Kellerman comes near. Olivia Barnett dribbles into traffic, and they're going to call her for walking. I've got us down for 11 turnovers now. Carolyn Francis into the game for Megan Simmons. So we now have, we once had 3 post players. Now we've got 1 freshman, Emma Blas. 4 guards.
She's got a minute left to play.
And there's the three-pointer. Shots up, and good hustle by Isabel Viveros to get that rebound. Nice job. Reverses the ball to Lauren Kellerman. And Lauren Kellerman is advancing the ball. We've got 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Carolyn Francis running the weave. Kicks it out to Isabel Viveros, who picks up her pass. Carolyn Francis reverses it. Going left hand. We're going to have a little foul here on Mallory Hawkins. I think that's going to be her second foul.
I think so. I think you're right.
Let's see.
That was number 24, Mallory Hawkins.
That's her second. So Isabel Viveros goes to the line. If we could hit a few free throws, that would do a lot of good for our self-esteem.
Yes, we need to.
Up and in. We're 3 for 3 here in the second half. Isabel Viveros with her second shot. There's a good-looking shot.
We're 4 for 4 in the quarter.
She's improved just a little bit, Coach, since you had her in middle school.
Yes, she has.
Here comes Mallory right down in. Emma Blas stepped up, did not pick up the foul. Lauren Kellerman rebounds. Carolyn Francis is open on the wing, dribbles the ball to the middle, takes the shot, in and out of the hands of Emma Blas, and here comes South Vermillion. Good catch. Shots up and in. Mallory Hawkins for another 2.
Hawkins.
Pretty good, pretty good. At the end of 3 quarters, the score is now 51-17. South Vermillion. I looked on John Harrell's website early this morning, and Sagrin had the Wildcats favored by, I think, 21 points. But take Addie Laskowski out of the game. And I don't know if people realize just how athletic she is.
Oh, really? Yes.
And how much she has improved since her freshman
Very
season.
much so,
Did you have Addie in middle school?
No, I didn't have that
Never
class.
had Maddie.
No.
Of course, I had her when she was a freshman, and by default, she was our point guard.
Yeah.
And she had some moments where she struggled, but I got to tell you, I love her to death.
Oh, yeah.
She's a great
got
kid.
a great heart, yeah.
She plays hard. She's fast.
Yes.
Boy, she's fast.
Yes.
She is athletic. She can jump. I think that she was our second leading rebounder as a freshman point guard. And the only one who had more rebounds was Jasmine Hall. And Jasmine was number 3 in the state.
In the state, yeah.
That's pretty hard to compete with number 3 in the state. But
I coached the grade behind her, and we traveled with them a lot. And she was just, you're talking about her speed. She was just so fast. And in middle school, it was hard to get her to slow down at the end of the layup. She would just blow by everybody,
Too fast. Well, we had a set play called. The pass was not controlled out on the point. She has improved so much, and she's right-handed and obviously feels more comfortable going right. She's learned to use her left hand. Another turnover by South Vermillion. So turnovers are 12-9 in my little log. But she's improved so much, and she picked up that charge against Lebanon. She just absolutely got mowed down.
Oh, yeah.
Sat out one game, and then she came back in the North Montgomery game and got hit again. And so she had her second surgery. There's a good drive by Lauren Kellerman. And the other thing I like about Lauren's drive, she shot that right-handed going left. She had to protect the ball and did a real nice job. South Vermillion puts up a long 3. Wow.
Yeah,
Haley Chubb sinks her second three-pointer of the second half. They extend their lead to 54-19. This is one of those there's Lauren Kellerman for a wide-open 3. Good job by Carolyn Francis, but we're not able to control the ball. Here comes Mallory Hawkins. Good pass. Not able to convert, but they got the offensive rebound. And is that going to be on Malia?
I have no idea who it's on.
No.
0. That's 4 on
Isabel Viveros. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? It's 54-19. I say let her play.
I say let her play.
Let her play. I really thought that foul was going to be on Malia Thomas, and if they're going to call a foul.
If they were going to, yeah.
And it's kind of a tic-tac after some of the other things we've seen. She's open for a 3 and didn't take it that time.
She wanted it, didn't she?
Obviously, she's one of the three-point shooters because she's got the only threes of the game. Good pass to the interior. There's another three-pointer by number 23, Lexi Gillum. So they're starting to shoot the ball a little bit. Here comes Lauren Kellerman to Isabel Viveros. She's driving right, kicks it back. Malia Tomlinson had a little giddy up in the lane, and that's our 13th turnover of the night. Lauren Kellerman actually was open for a three-pointer, and we didn't quite turn our head enough to see that she was open.
We've missed a few of those tonight. We just,
but we don't have Chloe Livesey tonight. She's sick, been sick. She's not available, and obviously she is our three-point specialist. Lauren Kellerman has had a couple of attempts.
Yeah, we haven't hit one tonight.
Haven't hit one. I think Megan Simmons took one, and I think Mackenzie Linus took a 3.
Yeah.
In fact, here comes Mackenzie Linus right now. So Jeff McCoy can afford to go to his bench if he chooses to do so. Olivia Barnett is face guarding Hawkins, baseline, and there's Olivia Barnett with a good defensive play. Coming down the court, she reverses that ball to Isabel Viveros. Lauren Kellerman was open again, looking left.
Got to just reverse the ball.
Olivia Barnett along the baseline puts up the jumper. Here comes Barry.
The big guy.
Got a 2-on-1. Barry stopped. There's a major league move right there.
Yes,
She
real
stopped,
nice.
went up
Little
for a
too
good
hard.
shot.
That was a nice move.
And a good rebound by Lauren Kellerman.
Kick it
Kicks it
back.
out. Carolyn Francis for a 3. Oh, boy, that looked good.
It did. It was a good play.
And foul. Who's the foul going to be on? I hope it's not Isabel Viveros.
I think
Yep.
it is.
Oh, the way she was walking
Yep.
over.
She had a little frown on her face.
Okay.
She's a competitor. She is.
Well, we're bringing in 2 post players. We're going to take out Malia Tomlinson and Olivia Barnett. Emma Blas is also going to check in the game. So, we're going 3 post players and 2 guards.
Yeah.
That's the second time we've seen this lineup. Tony Bean doing all kinds of things tonight by necessity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good drive. I'm going to guess it's going to be on Mackenzie Linus. Let's see if I can see with my X-ray bifocal vision. Did they say 40?
Yes, I think they did. You got that right.
I recognize those fouls from the old days. Is that number 23 at the line, Lexi Gillum? Free throws up and in. I believe that it is.
Yes.
Tell you what, they can shoot free throws.
Yes, they are. They are not bad at all. I think they've missed
2
all night.
Wow. Maybe you jinxed them. Nope.
Nope.
They're the real deal. You know what? This team, they've got it all.
Yeah.
They've got it all. You give them a little more maturity, and they're really, really going to be good. Is that a 1-2-2 zone? No, they're in a man.
In a man.
In a man. We're running the weave, trying to get through. Lauren Kellerman had the 3. She's open for the 3 now. We'll take it.
And she'll get it.
Take it. You can get that ball above your waist. Let's take the shot. Kicks it back out. They reverse that ball back to the point guard. She sees somebody along the baseline. That's number. There's another turnover. No, Barry. Boy, she's got some good hands. Oh, tough shot. It's out of bounds on Black. Should be White's ball. Thought that we got away with the foul that time on a drive by Barry. She's a pretty good player, too.
She is good a player, yeah.
Let's see. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. She got 13. Barry comes out of the game. Another sophomore with 13 points, so she's above her average. And I think that both of the leading scorers are on the bench right now. About 4 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock. It's 59-22. Lauren Kellerman's running the show. I think that they're still in a tight man. They're going to make us shoot outside shots. Lauren Kellerman should be wide open right there. Carolyn Francis down the Mackenzie Linus. She goes baseline. That guy called the foul again.
That's about the 3rd time he's done that right in front of someone else.
I tell you what, I'm going to find him and have a little conversation. Although, you know what? It was the wrong guy making the call.
Yeah.
But the Mackenzie Linus is at the line.
Right.
I'm for that. Oh, rats. Missed the front end of a 1-on-1. Same situation, same referee on the baseline.
Exactly.
And the guy 40 feet away makes the call. Okay, I'll get off it. Backdoor cut. And they've unloaded their bench. That's number 5, and I don't have her on my score sheet. Who's number 5?
Rachel Chubb, maybe?
Another Chubb. I think there's 3 of them.
I believe that's Rachel.
I wonder if they're sisters or cousins. Is this the Chubb girl right now? Rachel Chubb. She misses.
Yes.
They finally miss a free throw. Lauren, Carolyn Francis, Megan Simmons, Mackenzie Linus with a 3. And South Vermillion clears the boards. We got 3:52 left in the game. It's 59-22. And South Vermillion does not have a starter on the floor right now.
Yep, he cleared it with almost.
Here's a good drive.
Almost 4 minutes to go in the game.
Good sportsmanship. Oh, it's a malicious foul. They tied up. Number 43 is Kylie Wayrite. You know what? I do have number 3 down here because Jeff sent me a pronunciation for Panagalulis. Oh, man. I hope she doesn't listen to this broadcast. Woo.
Yeah, I saw that earlier and wanted to know what you were going to do with that.
Well, he texted me today and said, here's one for you. You better write her down. And I thought, I can do this. Then I thought, well, she'll never get in the game. Mackenzie Lanus puts up another 3. South Vermillion clears the boards. Here comes Pananagoulis. And there's, wow. 41.
41.
Chloe Crouch. She's going to get a chance at the old-fashioned 3. And they've broken the 60s. 61-22 now. I'm thinking back to some of our toughest losses, and I've got our record right here. Let's see if she makes this free throw before I start talking. Hey, another.
You got her.
Missed it. Some of our tough losses.
Lauren down the middle, layup.
Oh, baby,
Left
there we
it
go.
open for 2 points.
Lauren's having a good scoring night. 2, 4, 6, 9, 11. She's got 14 down on the baseline. Number 13 with the offensive rebound. And she scores, and number 13 is...
another Chubb.
Ashley Chubb. Whew.
Got all 3 of them in there. Call them out.
I want to find out if they're sisters or cousins. At any rate, we've had some tough losses. Tri-West was a tough loss. Like tonight. Lafayette Jeff, that was a tough one. West Lafayette. Lafayette Central, all the Lafayettes.
Yeah, that was a tough week. Those were played right back to back to back, I think, pretty close.
That was, Tony Bean had a year and a week. 43.
All of them were on the road, too.
65-24, here comes Lauren Kellerman. Lauren's got about half our points. Actually, she's got a little bit more than half our points. So my vote is anytime she's open, she needs to launch it. Comes off this pick right now. She needs to take one dribble and be looking to shoot. Running to weave. There's a steal by number 3, Paleonopolis, something like that. If she ever listens to this broadcast, I'm toast. And they're going to give it to us. I thought Emma Blas tipped it out of bounds. Georgia Kincaid checks into the game for a little bit of varsity action. Number 42. And Georgia is a sophomore, so we've got one sophomore. Oh, I think Georgia's a sophomore.
Georgia is...
I think she's golfed 2 years.
Yes.
Megan Simmons is a sophomore. Lauren Kellerman is a sophomore. We got 4
three sophomores,
junior
freshman
and a
junior, yes.
Libby Barnett reverses that ball to Lauren Kellerman. She splits the defense. Shots up and in. Nice move by Lauren Kellerman. Lauren's having a real nice game.
Yeah.
Real nice game. I think I've got her for 16 of our 26. There's a long 3. Wow. By a Chubb. Yep. They've hit 4 threes here in the second half, so they've warmed up.
Yeah.
Got less than a minute in the game at a 68-26. Backdoor cut by Olivia Barnett. Here comes Emma.
Emma wants the ball.
Let's see if she shoots. There you go, kid. Megan Simmons with the offensive rebound. Emma Blas briefly had the offensive rebound. They're going to give the foul to Georgia Kincaid. Georgia's an immovable object down there in the baseline. I think they're going to be shooting here.
Yes.
1-on-1. Who's at the line? Can you tell? Is that number 41?
Yeah, I believe it is. She's, she was in there earlier. Yeah.
They've missed a few free throws here.
Chloe Crouch.
One-hander. Too strong. Megan Simmons clears the boards. Here comes Lauren Kellerman. She's looking. There you go. Good stop. And, very nice.
You got hot in the fourth quarter, didn't she?
You know, the good thing about that one right there is she wasn't looking shot first. She was looking pass first. And when they took the pass away, she stopped on a dime and put up a real nice 12, 14-foot shot. So Lauren Kellerman's got 18 points. And I'm grateful. She's got 18 of her 28. Thank goodness for Lauren.
Yeah.
Here she comes now. Let's see if we can't get 2 more or maybe 3 more.
They're going to run a play.
Got a set play called.
Emma.
Good pass. Emma Blas. Is that her first varsity points? I'm going to I don't know if that's
I'm not sure.
first bucket or not, but the final score is going to be 30 to 68. And I'm going to get some direction here real quick. We'll give a quick summary, and we will not have an post-game interview with the coach. Final score is 68 to 30, South Vermillion. And you know what? Our kids played hard all the way to the end.
Yes, they did.
I've only got them down for 13 turnovers. We played a superior team tonight.
Yeah, by far, you could tell that.
A very good team and with a good bench. They've got height. They can handle the ball. They can shoot. They can defend. They pressure the ball. So, final score was 30 to 68. And next for the Athenians, for our girl Athenians, they play Western Boone. That is on the 9th of January, which is a Tuesday.
Yes.
And then they play at Covington. They play at Southmont. Then they finish up with 2 home games, North Vermillion and Frankfort. And both the North Vermillion and Frankfort games are games that we can compete.
Yeah.
And the Covington game is a game where we can compete. And I hope we feel that we can compete against Southmont.
Yeah.
I know that Southmont's 5-10. I know they play hard, but I hope that we come into the game with it.
I think you're right. I think if
Tony's going to come up.
Tony's going to come up.
If we're
hang on, folks. We're going to have Coach Bean come up.
Yeah, if we're not too much banged up, I really think that they'll come ready to play that game.
Southmont has had some problems of their own this year because they really came into the season thinking that they would have a winning record. They thought that they could compete for the Sugar Creek Classic. They think they can beat North. We'll find out Saturday afternoon at 3. You going to see that game?
I plan on it, yes.
I'm going to miss the game because I'm going to go watch Lacey Garrett play at Marion College.
Oh, okay.
Taylor University is in town this Saturday. And even though our boys we have 2 Sugar Creek Classic boys games, I'm going to be in Indianapolis at 1 o'clock to see Lacey play.
Right.
She's a junior this year at Taylor. So at any rate tonight, if we can go down the scoring columns, let's go with the Athenians first. Isabel Viveros, 2 of 2 from the line for 2 points. Olivia Barnett, did Olivia have the first bucket of the game?
She did. Yes, she did.
And she finishes with 2 points.
Right.
You figure up Lauren Kellerman while I'm...
2, 3.
Megan Simmons has got 2. Emma Blaza's got 2. Malia Tomlinson's got 2. And Mackenzie Linus played and didn't score. Peyton Sennett played, didn't score. And Carolyn Francis played and didn't score. What did Lauren end up with?
I've got her for 20.
20 sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's go with 20 for Lauren. And I don't know if that's her first 20-point score of the year or not. And for South Vermillion, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players scoring. And what did Mallory Hawkins end up with? Barry ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 points.
Say 22?
22 for Mallory Hawkins. And she didn't play the last 5 minutes of the game.
Right.
And she had some close shots, especially in the second quarter. That was the one quarter, if you could talk to Jeff, Coach McCoy, after the game, I think he'd probably tell you that was the one quarter they got away from the game plan, and they settled for outside shots.
Yes, they took 3 or 4 in that time period. Yeah, threes.
Here comes Coach Bean. Coach Bean.
Hey.
I got a quick question for you.
All right.
If South Vermillion played Western Boone, who do you think would win?
That's interesting. The girls asked me that before the game. I think South Vermillion might get them.
They got a good squad.
They're good. They're good.
Their starting lineup's good.
Yeah.
The bench is good. They've got height. They got strength. They can handle the ball. They hit 4 threes there in the second half.
Yep.
Their star had 22. The Barry girl had 13. Their center led the break numerous times.
Yep.
They got the real deal, and they're young. Three sophomores, a freshman,
and a senior. Yeah. But you know what? They're not in our sectional, and I don't really care about South Vermillion. So, hey, here's the deal. They've got big girls that were coming at us like freight trains, and we talked at nauseum in one of the timeouts about someone having the guts to get in there and take a charge, and two girls did. Isabel about killed herself.
It looked like Addie's injury, the way that girl hit her right in the face.
Yeah, but she's tough. Mackenzie Linus took one, tough. There were a couple other possessions where we had girls in position to try to take one, and they did a good job of pulling up. The South Vermillion did a good job of pulling up, coming straight up, straight down, and not running into anybody. Once again, we just keep fighting. This isn't the team we expected to have right now. I expected to have Addie. I expected to have Chloe Livesey, and we've had other things that we thought were going to be different than they are right now. But I'm telling you, we've got an entire team of girls that are trying to do exactly what we're asking them to do.
They did a lot of good things. I've got us down for 13 turnovers, and I could be wrong.
Yeah. That's probably about right.
But first half we were talking about. We were reversing the ball. Mm-hmm. We had numerous openings, especially in that short right-hand corner over there. We didn't convert on our shots.
Yeah.
That is the difference in the first half.
Exactly. And what can you do? I mean, we're not gonna dwell on that. They got to keep shooting.
But you handled the ball, though.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't do that early in the season.
Well, that's 2 games in a row. Rockville, we had 10 turnovers tonight. You've got us for 13. And I'm telling you, that's been a quarter in many games where we've turned it over 10 or 13 times in a quarter.
So that's a positive.
So yeah, and it's not like South Vermillion. I mean, they pressed us the whole first half, and so I'm
multiple
happy
defenses.
With that. Yeah, and they're backing up into a 1-3-1, which we didn't handle very well. But part of that is the different personnel. I've got girls playing spots that they weren't planning. We hadn't practiced them to play in.
I noticed you had 3 post players on the court twice in the second half.
Yeah.
You used Emma Blas. Is that her first bucket of the season?
I think she scored one other time early in the year. Yeah.
Okay. I missed that one.
But yeah, she's pretty excited, and we're excited for her.
Absolutely.
I was hoping Peyton Sennett would get a shot there in the second quarter. I mean, that's what she was in there to do, was stand out there and nail a 3. But we had Ariel Spencer come in. Ariel, I dressed. I mean, her attitude is just incredible.
Great kid.
And super energetic and enthusiastic. So I knew if nothing else, she could be on the bench and do that. But when Isabel went down, I needed somebody just real quick, and she's the first one I looked at. So she came in, and she actually she got a foul called on her trying to set a ball screen, but she hit her pretty hard. So
it was a good hit.
Okay with that. Exactly.
Another positive for us tonight was Lauren Kellerman. One thing I saw her do tonight I haven't seen before. She was driving left, and because of the way the defense played, she put her shot up with her right hand.
Yes, on one of her drives.
Yes, loved it.
She can shoot with both hands, there's no question. She still has some work to do recognizing even more opportunities. I pulled her out at one point just to talk about one play that had just happened. She was on the left wing, caught it from the corner. Someone passed it out to her left wing. She put her hands up like she was getting ready to shoot it, and the defense came flying at her. That's what they're going to do. You're a shooter. And she didn't. She just passed it. I mean, it was an opportunity to put the ball up, see the defense coming toward me, straight to the ground, one dribble layup. And she didn't recognize that. She's going to. She's going to start. And when she starts recognizing the game even better than she does now, and she's got a lot of talent and a lot of weapons that she can use. She can go right, she can go left, she can reverse layups and all that stuff, so it could come in handy. But,
and she's improved tremendously from last season to this season. We were looking at your schedule coming up here in the near future. You play Western Boone next Tuesday.
Yep.
And that's a home game. Then you're at Covington and you're at Southmont.
Yep.
Finish up with North Vermillion and Frankfort at home. And 4 of those games should be games where we can really compete. Yep. Obviously, Western Boone's a pretty good team, so we'll have to put forth our best effort to stay in that game. But we have a chance to finish strong in our sectional. Benton Central, Greencastle, North, South, Lebanon, and us. And besides Benton Central and Greencastle, obviously those are the two best teams, the bottom four were all together.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of getting on a roll. Who's going to be hot?
We've been open and honest with the girls about that, too. There's still great opportunity in front of us. And you know what? Whether it actually ends up equating to wins and losses, I'm tickled about, you go back and look at this schedule. After that Lafayette run, those 3 games there that were just brutal, we played really well against North Montgomery. We played really well against Rockville. And even though tonight's score was 20-whatever points, there were a lot of good things tonight, and it's still all in front of us. So, yeah, that's why I wanted to come up here and talk so quickly. I mean, I'm proud of the girls. We're gonna keep fighting with who we have.
I thought they played with a great attitude. They never quit. They didn't drop their heads.
Nope.
Everybody on the bench was in the game.
Yeah.
It was all for one and one for all.
That's what we're going to keep doing. Yep.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep it up. A lot of people are pulling for you. And it's like that movie, What About Bob? Constant improvement.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby steps.
Again, appreciate you guys coming and doing this, taking your time to do
thanks
it.
for talking to us. Appreciate it.
I always go back and listen. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So.
We always say good things about you.
I'm sure you do. And next time you do this, if there's something bad to say, just say it. Just tell me. Man, I don't know what Coach Bean's doing there. I'm okay with that. I'll learn from it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, anyway, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
Tell the girls they did a great job.
Will do.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's Coach Tony Bean. Always looking for the positive, and I think we saw a lot of positive things here tonight, Coach. He's ready to wrap her up. I thought we saw a lot of good things tonight, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I really think, that, like you said, you and Tony were talking about the effort. The effort was just there from front to the end of the game. No matter what the score got to be, they were still playing hard. Talked about taking the charges. They just didn't quit.
They didn't. Got 5 games left of the regular season before sectional. Webo next week, and then we have 4 games where we can compete. So be sure and come out and support our home games. I don't know when our next broadcast is for the. We're going to play Friday night, broadcasting both games on Friday. The first game is Western Boone and South, 6 o'clock, and then about 7:45 or so, we got Crawfordsville North, and 4 evenly matched teams for the Sugar Creek Classic. So be sure and follow us this weekend, and then we'll give you updates this weekend as to what we'll do in the future. The final score tonight is 30-68, a very good South Vermillion team defeats the Athenians. And we thank you for watching, and everybody have a good night.